Matrix and Roadshow fans, we are back with another video, and today is a day of reckoning. This day may, what did they say in World War II? A day that will go on in infamy or something like that?
What they say in Star Wars? This will be a day long.
A day long remembered.
Yeah.
It has seen the end of Kenobi, and soon we'll see the end of the rebellion. That didn't work out very well.
Except Luke blew your Death Star up. So there's that.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of funny, you know, we actually brought that up, Star Wars, because we need to talk about Star Wars.
We do, which is unusual these days.
Yeah. Mandalorian, man. A couple of great actors are going to be missing going forward. Gina Carano was fired, and the great Carl Weathers just passed away. Rest in peace.
I still can't believe that.
Yeah. I believe also, man, they didn't really put him in season 3, man. They wasted him too, by the way. But anyway, Gina Carano, she was not in Mandalorian season 3. I highly doubt she can actually make that season better. Man, that was a hot mess. Remember, she got fired. It was bad. She got fired by Lucasfilm because the Wolts kept pressuring her to use pronouns. And remember, she actually changed the pronouns in her bio to beep, bop, boop. And the Wolts kept coming after her. And eventually, Lucasfilm fired her over a post that she actually made on X. They tried to call it anti-Semitic. Wasn't anything like that. And they fired her without even telling her. She found out just like us.
She found out through social media, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah. It's crazy. It's berserk. And in the big scheme of things, let's be honest, she was fired for nothing. Absolutely.
She was fired for nothing. Absolutely. Yeah. Now, it's okay for Pedro Pascal, who's a socialist, to go out there and post whatever he wants because he has the quote unquote right politics with Walt Disney.
I was going to say his politics and Kathleen Kennedy's align in many ways. Yeah. Funny how that works out. Yeah.
Well, thank God, man, that Elon Musk actually bought Twitter, because when did he actually started like this movement where if you've been unjustly fired, he would actually help you out. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah, when he announced it, and essentially he's putting his own litigation backing behind these.
Yes.
So he's going in there with his people, and which is going to make this very interesting to follow.
Yes. And I remember when that was announced, a lot of people were floating the name Gina Carano around. Apparently, Gina Carano wasn't sitting on her laurels. Apparently, she was in communication with these lawyers now because we got some bombshell news that is now dropped. Check this out. Gina Carano is officially suing Walt Disney and Lucasfilm. I saw this, man. I was astonished, man. Astonished. This is what needs to happen, man, when you are unjustly fired. And when Carl Weathers actually passed away, Gina Carano put out a great statement about Carl Weathers and the great guy he is, because he actually reached out to her after she was fired, trying to keep her spirits up. But she posted this: "Today is an important day for me. I am filing a lawsuit against Lucasfilm and Disney after my 20 years of building a career from scratch and during the regime of former Disney CEO Bob Chapek," who was the puppet for Bob Iger, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Lucasfilm made this statement on Twitter, terminating me from The Mandalorian. Quote, "Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Nevertheless, her social media posts degenerating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable," close quote. Nothing could be further from the truth. The truth is I was being hunted down from everything I posted to every post I liked because I was not in line with the acceptable narrative of the time. My words were consistently twisted to demonize and dehumanize me as an alt-right wing extremist. It was a bullying smear campaign, aimed at silencing, destroying, and making an example out of me. Yeah, that's what communists do. She goes on. She says, the thing is, I never even used aggressive language. No, she didn't. I shared thought-provoking quotes, pictures, memes, and occasionally I use my own words, not with aggression, but with respect and the occasional comedy to keep the mood light in dark times. Look with your own eyes at what I posted and ask yourself, for example, where did I compare Republicans to the Jewish people in the Holocaust? She didn't. I didn't. Ask yourself why they were calling me a racist. Was there any merit behind that or history of it whatsoever? No. Look at why I was called a transphobe for making droid noises from Star Wars. Beep, bop, boop. Was obviously directed to the online bullies and did not in any way degenerate transgender people. Were my questions about masks, lockdowns, and forced vaccines okay to ask and push the subject into the light? Should we have been allowed to publicly discuss these topics at that time without being harassed or censored? Absolutely. Hollywood says they support female representation and equal rights. Why then were my male co-stars permitted to speak without harassment and re-education courses or termination, but I was not afforded the same right to exercise my freedom of speech? I just mentioned Pedro Pascal.
Right.
Yeah. Artists do not sign away our rights as American citizens when we enter into employment. I have spoken to my co-stars since I was fired, and there is nothing but care and kind words between us. I respect their right to free speech and do not have to think the same on every issue to be their friends or work with them, and I know they feel the same towards me. A couple of months ago, Elon Musk tweeted that if you had been fired from using the platform X for exercising your right to free speech, he would like to offer these people legal representation. Quite the noble offer, but never in my wildest dreams would I have thought anyone would take on my case against Disney and Lucasfilm. Still, I did respond back. I think I qualify, and thousands of people agreed, but I did not expect anything. To my surprise, a few months ago, I received an email from a lawyer who had been hired by X to look into my story and many others. Turns out, after sending them as much information as I could gather these past few months, my now lawyers and X believe wholeheartedly in my case and are moving forward. I would like to express my deepest gratitude and thank you to Elon Musk and X for giving me an opportunity to bring my case to light. As for me, I would love to pick up where I left off and continue my journey on creating and participating in storytelling, which is my utmost passion and everything I worked so hard for. It has been difficult to move forward with the lies and labels stuck on me, backed and encouraged by the most powerful entertainment company in the world. I am grateful someone has come to my defense in such a powerful way, and I look forward to clearing my name. Thank you to all the people who have supported me and made your voices heard. I pray God blesses each and every one of you. With love, Gina Carano. Wow, that was a lot to say right there. Rose, yeah. I'm gonna flat out say it, man. That lawsuit needs to be massive. It needs to be Alex Jones huge. Well, I'm talking about billions of dollars. Now she won't get billions of dollars, but that's not the point.
It is time. This is the time. Elon is the person. Gina is the person. It is the time for Lucasfilm and Disney to learn a very hard, very public lesson about what it is they've chose to do with not only their content, but their politics. And, you know, Ron DeSantis has tried. By the way, Disney lost their rebuttal case against Ron DeSantis. They lost that last week. But it's time for some of these people on the other side of the political aisle to start firing back. Enough of the blacklisting, because what we've had happen is actors and actresses and others are in Hollywood are being blacklisted based on having right-leaning viewpoints. Let's be real.
Or just not going along with the narrative. at that.
Or just not going along with the narrative, right?
Yep.
I mean, it's nowhere does it say you have to use correct pronouns, this, that, and the other. I don't believe in doing that. I don't.
Me neither.
All right? I think it's something that's been fabricated by a lot of people in a lot of ways just for the social hit they get, the social dopamine they get from being part of a certain group. All right? And I don't have to acknowledge that. I don't. Gina Carano should not have to acknowledge that in order to play Cara Dune in a sci-fi series on television. That shouldn't be part of her job description.
Yep.
Can you perform the job duties of the character you're being asked to portray? And look, I saw everything the woman ever posted. None of it was hateful. None at all.
I've seen a bunch of leftists in Hollywood post ridiculous stuff. Mark Hamill, for example, that man's crazy. But I don't believe he should be fired for what he posts.
Look, the people that's come after Gina Carano have been hateful as all hell.
Yes.
Very hateful.
I mean, they are alphabet mafia to the extreme.
Oh, yeah. On steroids.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But that's the people that Walt Disney and Lucasfilm support. That's the people they want to pander to. And guess what? Those people are Star Wars fans. That's why nobody's watching your shows. Those woke people you're pandering to don't watch Disney Plus.
The MCU and Lucasfilm have literally changed their content for people that don't consume the content.
Right.
It's baffling, and they wonder why they're losing money. It's nuts. It's absolutely absurd.
Yep. Man, just imagine.
Keep not watching.
I mean, just imagine where we would actually be if Elon Musk did not buy Twitter.
We'd be in a lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble.
Especially going into this election.
Yeah, and there's speculation that Elon Musk is actually trying to buy Disney now. I don't know if that's going to happen. Nelson Peltz is definitely trying to. He wants Bob Iger gone. He wants major control, but if he partners with Elon Musk,
it's going to get really interesting then.
Yeah,
really interesting. And look, it's as somebody that grew up with those Disney properties, and then of course before they were purchased, Marvel and especially Lucasfilm. Somebody like Elon Musk is exactly who we need to come in and grab, and just like with Twitter, course correct it. It's easy.
Yeah.
Course correct.
We need another billionaire, several billionaires like Elon Musk. Elon Musk is risking a lot. We need billionaires that aren't cowardly, because I truly do believe, man. Like, for example, do you really believe that Jeff Bezos is super woke? Does he believe in all that stuff?
No, I don't.
Of course, I don't believe that either.
I don't think 9 out of 10 of any of these entities, including ones involved in politics, claiming that they are all about. No, they're behind the scenes. They're shutting the door and they're going, those people are crazy as hell.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. That's exactly what they're doing right now.
Yeah, it's kind of like on the network channel, I put up that Joy Reid video, and she was caught on a hot mic slamming Biden.
I heard it.
But on camera, she's going to be pro-Biden, but when the camera's off, she ain't really down with all that.
Yeah.
So these people, man, are cowards, man. We need more non-cowardly billionaires like Elon Musk, man. I mean, the wokes are definitely trying to destroy X now. And he's not backing down.
And I'm going to tell you, the moment that Tucker drops his next little project, it's going to be a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, because the wokes are already, the left is already triggered that he's interviewing Vladimir Putin. And Elon Musk told him it's going to be uncensored on X. Now, I believe Tucker also has a YouTube channel. We have to see what happens on YouTube. Hopefully he puts it on Rumble, too.
In the immortal words of Bart Scott, can't wait.
Can't wait. Yep.
Can't wait.
Anything else you want to say about this, Rhodes?
No, I'm just glad to see it. It had to happen. Somebody had to do it, and I just love that it's her. She seems like a genuinely sincere person.
Yes.
And Lord knows Hollywood needs more people like that badly.
Right.
And I think they do exist, but I think they're scared to come out of the closet, so to speak, which is sad.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up, guys. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member, live stream every single Friday. Peace. We're out.
Till next time.